Well, already more comics accurate than Captain America, just by nature of showing a comics page. Come on, Spencer was a little difficult to work with, but you don't need to call him names. High Fidelity Sound System? The engineer was Nick Hornby? J. Lawrence Wickland? Isn't that the Ranger from the Humphrey the Bear cartoons? Directed by ventriloquist Ray Allen and legendary singer James Taylor. Based on cartoon strip. We don't have the budget for articles. Written by a shipman and a miller. It's going to be all about grain production and distribution. George Morgan Cox were the Adam Scott Aukerman of their day. Ooh, Terry Kellum. I loved him on Saturday Night Live. Ralph Bird. Whose honeymoon did he interrupt? Ah, the fourth Andrews sister. Mike McGurk? That's a first draft Dr. Seuss name. Okay, this guy looks like he's probably the hero. Ah, Slappy the Living Dummy! Clive Anderson? Is he gonna get replaced by Drew Carey and Aisha Tyler? Oscar the Grouch and Elmer Fudd are in this? Herbert Weber and Buddy Roosevelt are what I say when I try to remember any president's name between Lincoln and JFK. Chapter 1, The Spider Strikes, unlike that lazy scarab who waited 14 whole chapters to strike. Our story begins with a Rice-A-Roni commercial. Oh god, it's the bus driver. Hope everyone's ready to see the empty parts of Pennsylvania.
Local number 3, 4 points north.
Everyone thinks they can do a Kermit impression.
Merced, Modesto, San Francisco.
Be sure to wear some flowers in your hair.
Ready.
Meanwhile, Uncle Billy is misplacing $8 grand.
I was just sending a wire.
Number 3, on track 4.
There's Paterno and Brewster.
Brewster? We're already at the Little Orphan Annie crossover?
He said for all of us, Bob. I don't like it.
Okay, I'm sorry I told your parents we were getting divorced.
Stay here.
And admit that I'm afraid of him,
But what do you think, audience?
my friend. I'm not going because he sent for me. I'm going because of something I wish to do.
Which is show up when he sent for me.
Torno and Brewster are against him, too.
Well, let me go with you.
Not this time.
Ray Walston's about to be blinded at that magazine stand.
What's your step, Chief?
Don't worry about me. I'll take care of myself, all right.
Oh god, where the hell am I? I can't take care of myself! Liberty Films presents... Tracy Jr.'s coming down the track. So is this the train that Hillman's on? The Beatles are uglier than I remember.
Did any of you see him when you got off?
Perhaps the rest of you know why you're here. Perhaps you're afraid.
Steve Martin? Is this Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid?
Nor do I consider him useful to me.
We understand each other.
I, Dabney Coleman, understand you.
What good is he to us? Maybe he will have something to say about that when he comes.
Suppose he does. He's not here. And what if he were? Are we sheep that we follow him blindly?
Man isn't human.
Nah.
Well, you sound like a
I
sheep.
don't think he's on the train.
I'm not sure he even exists. I've never heard of a man in my life. Oh, Homestar's pretending one leg is shorter than the other again.
He's coming.
Remember, kids, physical deformities make you evil. My god, it's the default Facebook profile pic.
Well, gentlemen,
Walt Disney. Curly Howard is Colonel Klink.
you. What is your report?
Fine. Yeah, everything fine.
Got any more detail in your report than that? No?
Fine, Chief, fine.
I just drew a mouse. Gonna build an empire about it.
My affairs are in excellent shape.
I'm sleeping with so many married
You
people.
wish to hear what I have to say?
Not particularly.
Listen. I'm through with you.
Martin quits as Nick Rivers' manager.
Be yellow and lick your boots, but not me, not me. I'm not afraid of you, nor of anything you can do.
The other guy's not bulletproof, he just has stormtrooper aim. Okay, just checking in, guys. Have a good train ride. But is he human? Ugh, this is a total ripoff of that train pulling into the station movie. What the hell? There used to be a Starbucks around here. Oh, the spider's a pimp. Not exactly Fritz Lang's M. It's maybe up to J or K. My wife dared me to try walking in heels. We agreed to meet halfway. Oh, good. Made it to Ted Mosby's apartment. Did you see that? The spider signal! So, every Republic serial had a villain named after a bug, huh?
Hello? Dick Tracy speaking.
Jungle Goddess? I'll do it, but only if I can be real racist and Clark Kent is there.
Up with Anderson's office. Yes, he has my report on it. All right, goodbye.
He's got Congressman Murray's smile.
Hello?
Radar Secret Service? I'll do it, but only if the audience can't tell any two people in it
All
apart.
about that. Send Steve Lockwood in, will you? And now, Gordon, what's on your mind?
Well, I'm thinking you're about the busiest man I ever saw.
I mean, 2 whole phone calls?
Hello, Steve.
Stern reports another spider mark case.
Strange how every single person branded with the spider mark and then murdered turns out to be some well-known criminal.
Yeah, well, probably a coincidence.
Patorno. Benson.
Killed for his interruptions.
Orvich.
Were all those men victims of the spider's mark?
7 of them.
Grumpy, sneezy,
Stern
dopey.
reports another. Ceased to be a job for the local authorities. The murders have taken place all over the United States.
Before I can expect to receive any notice from my G-man brother, I guess I'll have to become an arch criminal.
Oh, you're just looking for an
What was it you had
excuse.
in your mind, Gordon?
I think it was something to do with the fact that it's your birthday.
Well,
We had sort of planned to celebrate. That is, if the nation can spare you for half a day.
What are you talking about?
Why the circus? Circus?
Yeah, Superman's gonna fight a gorilla and some kid's gonna kill a magician.
Promised to give a show for the little orphans at his country estate, and we promised him that we'd drag you along with us.
I can make it, Gwen.
I like breaking your promises for you,
Can I
Gwen.
go, Chief? I guess so, Mike.
Still more rides than Animal Kingdom's opening day.
For the orphans?
Oh, it's swelling.
Hey, come on, let's sit down, Joey.
Well, look who's here.
Hello.
Hiya, Steve.
Hi, Mr. Rooster.
And Miss Gwen, I'm glad to see you. Hello,
there,
Gordon.
Brewster.
Well, where's that brother of yours?
He's too busy being the title character.
We can't take time off, you know.
Here, let me have that ball. You kids don't know how to hold it.
And Cinema never had anyone playing football in a suit again.
Say, I was a shortstop on All-American team. I was.
Shortstop? You mean quarterback, don't you?
Oh, well, it's all the same thing. You know what I did? I made 3 touchdowns in the first inning.
Sir, you may confidently talk about sports you're clueless about, but you are no Matt Gorley.
Like this, with a drop kick.
Huh, no Lucy Van Pelt required. Yeah, Roberto Benigni as Pinocchio.
Music. Curtain. Coco, come out. Coco, come out and make your bow.
I've got very visible strings to hold me down. Who is the monster and who is the man?
Because without me, the puppets, they have no voice.
And they must scream.
Isn't that right, Coco?
The first Bob Baker day was kind of lackluster.
Hey, you big lug, take your hat off. The kids can't see.
How about taking your own off?
I told a lie today.
I told a lie today, oh boy. It's kind of funny, I guess. Oh, it's a reverse of Dan Aykroyd's dream.
Yes?
A long-distance call is waiting for you in your study, Mr. Brewster.
A long-distance call.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll take it.
I don't even care who it is. I just love talking to people far away.
Why was your little sister Jacqueline spanked?
Boy, nobody else could have done these voices but that one clown, huh? Wow, that puppet looks fantastic. Polonius is out for revenge. Oh god, I'm so nervous. I've never taken long distance before. The spider-shaped flashlight just feels like insult to injury, really.
Honest, Mr. Ghost, I'll never tell lies again.
So how does this help the kids learn to argue effectively?
Learn your lesson, Coco.
So Muppet Vision had to close, but this is still open?
Boy. But if you ever tell lies again,
The King of Hearts will beat you full sore.
I will haunt you.
Help! Help! Mr. Brewster's been murdered!
Brewster's been murdered, but what about his millions? Because of the murder, let's all stroll casually away. This is total science fiction, a well-behaved group of kids that big at an amusement park. Spot Conlon is on the scene.
Say, McGirt, bring everybody in from outside, will you?
Federal 4,000.
Kinda looks like Tom Lennon. I guess this is what happens when Lieutenant Dangle takes his job seriously.
Oh, Dick? Ellery Brewster has just been murdered.
And now all his fortune will be left to Punky.
I'll leave right away.
This had better not just be a ploy to get me to the circus. Just as I thought, it's definitely a window.
This is the direction from which the shot must have come.
Make an examination of that.
It's residue from the tarts the Knave of Hearts stole. Some pirates are waterboarding Carlos down there. Not my business if he wants to be chicken. Huh, I guess we're not invited to this scene. Okay, what do you all want to do instead? Oh, okay. Dun 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 dun.
Take a look at these, Gwen. See what you think.
Bradley Whitford is Lorne Michaels.
The two specimens of sawdust are not the same. They come from different types of wood.
Arthur Two Woods Jackson. But Dick Tracy, I am Pagliacci.
I noticed that sawdust does not cling to your clothes as it does to the others.
We are puppeteers, sir. We do not perform in a sawdust ring.
We can all vouch for the puppeteers, Mr. Tracy. They were giving their performance at the time of the murder.
I see.
Look, the only way to prove he's a murder clown is to put him on a talk show with Robert De Niro. Tracy, this is no time for freelance tailoring.
Can you explain this?
Sawdust, no doubt. Some of my puppets are stuffed with it.
Oh. I wasn't aware of that.
Well, I didn't know that! For your babies, they're gonna creep on you.
Watch yourselves.
Mr. Tracy!
Elaine! Damn it, I thought we sprayed the lawn for film noir gangsters.
Come on, Copper, come on!
After the humorlessness of Cap, I am savoring every drop of terrible comic relief this serial gives me. Meanwhile, outside the house from Plan 9... He's shooting the chair. Republic serials hate chairs.
All right, let him go. I got him covered.
Wait, the hero shot a crook non-lethally? Is that allowed?
All right, boys, take these two crooks back into the house. Let me take care of these fellas, Chief.
Here's something they left behind them.
It's their artist portfolio. They've got some good still lifes in
You
here.
made there, son.
Oh, gee, that was nothing. But say, you sure can use a gun. You're Dick Tracy, aren't you?
Yes?
That's why I responded when you called me Mr. Tracy.
Someday I'm going to be a G-man, too.
And then I'm gonna grow up and marry a moon maid.
Now's a good time to start. Come along.
My God, it's the Record Store Day Bandits.
To me, I saw 3 men out.
And a baby?
One of them got away. I'd know him if I ever saw him again, though.
You sure about that?
Certainly.
Well, take this into the house and wait there for me.
So other than Dick himself, Junior is the only character from the comics in this, but that's still 2 more comics characters than Captain America had. Time to solve the mystery of the substandard audio fidelity. And they're all waiting to see Lyman bring a dog back to life.
How about it, Gwen?
Yeah, I quit because I hate you.
The sawdust you found on that puppeteer is the same as we discovered in this room.
Puppeteer, I can't believe you betrayed my sawdust trust.
Martino. Can you account for the sawdust I found in the cuff of your trousers?
Certainly. No doubt it fell there when I was fixing one of my little puppets. Some of them I stuffed with sawdust to make them fat.
I do enjoy fat-shaming my puppets.
Let me have one of those records, Steve.
I want to throw them at zombies in Sean and Ed's backyard.
Please, Mr. Ghost.
Honestly, I'm just impressed that in 1937 he had a record with sound quality so good people thought it was being spoken live.
Coco.
Honest, Mr. Ghost.
Ugh, is that what my voice sounds like recorded? I hate it! Die, everybody!
Put up your hands, everybody.
I took the precaution to remove the bullets before bringing that cleverly disguised revolver in.
But the first one would have been a blank to fire as a warning shot anyway.
And this record played your voice. You shot Ellery Brewster and then returned to the booth in time to take your bow.
Honestly, we're all very impressed with your time management skills.
Didn't think I'd get you, did you? I knew it was you all the time.
He's not quite Barney Fife, he's maybe Barney Panflute.
I'll be on the station shortly.
I am not used to the star of a Republic serial actually successfully solving crimes.
They cleaned up this murder in a hurry.
These men were only tools. They didn't plan the murder.
Puppeteers aren't known for their planning.
Anything of Junior?
Oh, there you are.
A second woman? Are we sure this is a Republic serial?
Everyone was terribly worried. You bad boy. Well, I'm sorry, ma'am.
I'd like to keep this little rascal with me for a while, miss.
I want to loan him out to Hal Roach.
One of the men that got away. And his life won't be safe until this matter is cleared up.
Well, I guess that'll be satisfactory, Mr. Tracy.
Wow, everybody knows Dick.
The necessary arrangements. He really is one of our very best boys.
Even though I just called him a bad boy, I contain multitudes.
Say, Gordon, you were Brewster's attorney. Did he at any time say or do anything to arouse your suspicions?
Well, about a month ago, he did give me a sealed envelope, which he asked me to keep for him.
An envelope?
Yes. He wouldn't tell me what was in it.
But it had Ed McMahon's picture on
He
it.
acted rather peculiar about it. He said he wanted me to have it in case anything happened to him.
The contents didn't matter. He was just a passionate collector of envelopes.
Yes, it's in my office. I'll go down there and then meet you at the lab.
Good.
Later, in one of our famous Republic serial driving scenes... Wow, more tire scruffs than the floor of Rise of the Resistance. I wish I had someone to play How Far Is It to That Mountain Ahead with. Get out of the passing lane, buddy! Using sound effects to make completely normal turns seem intense. A Lakitu lowers holding a wrong way sign. Well, I give up. I hate you, fence! Oh, we ran him off the road? We're the worst parade drivers ever. So we crawled from the twisted, burning wreckage.
He's still breathing. Let's get him up the car.
They're taking him to Chilton Academy. He's going to be roasted by Paris Geller.
Is he still alive?
He's doing science and he's still alive? You know, I'm getting really self-conscious that you keep filming my limp.
His condition seems critical.
What if he should die?
Then we will eliminate a very dangerous enemy.
He won't die.
Then why do you ask?
But by means of this operation,
Can't believe they interrupted Dr. Wade's vacation for this.
glands, he will be unable to distinguish between right and wrong.
In that event, he will be very useful to us, Moloch.
How useful can someone who can't distinguish between things really be?
My brother Gordon, Brewster's attorney, goes to get a certain sealed envelope bearing on the case. His car is discovered wrecked and Gordon can't be found. Last night his office was broken into and all records taken.
Even that one of the
Whoever is
puppeteer's
responsible
voice?
for those spider marks is the man we want. And I'm asking for full assignment to the case.
Go to it, Dick. You can have a free hand.
Thanks, poor man's Arthur Treacher. All right, I'm taking over this serial now. I'm, Nick AC. New Mums has secret weapon? You should buy the DVD.
Looks like the work of some crank.
Cranks, known for making unempty threats. It's definitely the work of some crank because nobody cares this much about freeing a puppeteer. It's weird the threatening notes are getting more detailed as they go on. It's like the cranks are getting more and more patient. Feed the birds.
Unless you can give me a more definite reason why the bridge should not open, Mr. Tracy, the plans will go through as scheduled.
I have 2 weeks in which to work. Perhaps I may get a lead from these notes in that time. Meanwhile, if you receive any more, will you please let me know?
Certainly. Gladly.
And by the way, you once called me a warped, frustrated old man.
I have just removed the bandages. The transformation is complete.
Will his face be recognized?
No.
They took his face off.
And the facial nerves have contracted. There is also a white streak on his hair.
Is the operation completely successful? Can he be dominated?
Dominated? Lionel, is that you?
Incapable of recognizing evil from good. Wait.
Thanks, Timu Peter Lorre. So he'll do good and evil in equal measure. He just won't know which one is which, but the good's gonna cancel the evil out. It's kind of a wash. Oh, that's what Dr. Claw looks like. So his crack earlier about becoming a master criminal was foreshadowing? This script has base-level competency I didn't know Republic was capable of.
We are your masters.
You are my masters.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
That has happened.
I regret nothing.
Except that hair. Ooh, gotta think of something juicy to make him say next.
Is your enemy and a fool.
Fool of a dick.
He is a fool. It is well that you feel that way.
It is well with my soul.
Share in the power which is mine. It is time we startled these fools out of their smug complacency. This little machine is only a model of the big one which we have.
Come on, you gotta make the setups for Python quotes more challenging than that.
Watch that phase.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-da. Yeah, but does it have a funny name that sounds like a sex toy?
Each threatening note was sent to the governor from a different post office. Each one was written on a different typewriter. There is one note, however, which gives us a real clue.
The exhaust port is 2 meters wide.
This letter was typed on a 5A Underton. That model was discontinued 3 years ago. Each letter is imperfect. The clue is the G.
It's a healthy piece of real estate.
New. Was replaced from a different type model. That means it was repaired in some shop.
This season of Smarty Pants isn't as funny.
I want you men to find out where that 5A Underton was repaired, who paid the bill, and the address of that person.
So we can arrest them for voiding the typewriter's warranty.
This must lead us to the man back of the spider murders. The man who is threatening to destroy the Bay Bridge. Get going.
Typewriters were rented? Wow, must be a slow news day. This montage is playing on a loop in Tom Hanks' head. Yeah, just get to Lois's column about Superman vanishing. Ah, Gage! Oh, no, it's just a clock.
I found it, Dick. You found the shop where the typewriter was repaired? No, better than that. Here's the address of where it was returned. 238 Burton Place.
Named after a young upstart director who's gonna make a movie based on some other comic strip hero, but I'm sure our movie will be just as successful.
238 Burton Place.
Hold on, here's, hold on, never mind.
Take him into the next room and drag any information out of them you can.
Find out if they know what makes a ball bounce.
Hurry up. They're due to make an attempt on the bridge in less than an hour. We've got to work fast.
The bridge is being patrolled. No one will be anywhere near it.
The gangsters are tracking menstruation?
You know, I never saw a chart like that before.
Then again, I don't spend that much time looking at charts.
36,000 cycles, steel brakes. Steve, name everything that's calibrated in cycles.
Well, years are cycles.
Rings are cycles.
Electricity, sound.
Sound. That's it. Sound vibrations. Caruso's voice could break a wine glass.
So could Bianca Casafiore's.
These beings may have just such a machine that will disintegrate matter by sound.
Yes, but
there may still be time to save the bridge.
Sorry, I should have interrupted you faster, my bad.
To be driven onto the Bay Bridge, the more heavily loaded, the better.
Well, but Dick,
Caruso's voice could not...
I was too slow again. Sorry.
We may be able to load the bridge with tons of extra weight, and thereby destroy all their calculations. Mobilize every truck in the city.
Sounds like a leap in logic that might not pay off the way you want, but who cares? Trucks are expendable.
Cars. Mobilize every truck. Send them to the Bay Bridge.
Stock footage is deployed to the scene. Meanwhile, in Sky Captain... Finally, it's emergency cement mixer's time to shine. Boy, Dutch Angle Boulevard is busy today.
This great mass of steel, concrete,
American Churchill.
Cables is more than just a bridge.
It symbolizes a highway
to the danger zone.
Greater civilization.
We only had to destroy 3 Toontowns to make this highway. I love an observation car. Whatever happened to predictability? Which truck has the Ark of the Covenant? They trust Junior to drive more than the guy who injured himself holding a football.
Everything in order?
Right.
Are any of these trucks robot controlled by Dr. Maldor? Colin Farrell? And the Hot Wheels race begins. Thanks to the camera from the Camera Speaks for these crowd shots. Oh, now he's James Franco. It just remembered a hilarious Brian Regan joke.
Increase your power.
Do. Screw it, I'm going back for Raising Cane's. I mean, this is just what it's always like getting on the 101. Meanwhile, George of the Jungle is swinging on the bridge. Come on, man, into the rear projection! Oh, it's nice to have a bridge in danger. Brings me back to the Fleischers. Maybe they shouldn't have left the construction crane there for a completed bridge's grand opening. Ooh, the Bridge of Terror. It's like the Tower of Terror, but, like, horizontal. Why wasn't this tune on I'm Breathless? Republic Pictures presents Dick Tracy in produced by Nat Levine. Not the most exciting title for an adventure, but... Turns out John Wick is short for J. Lawrence Wickland. Appropriate backdrop because doing a Republic serial is the only way out of director jail. Sure, but was Chester Gould ever hired to draw stupid inventions for gasoline propaganda? Winston Miller, he's a cigarette beer. Photography by my second favorite bookstore, Lions and Nobles. Wow, dropping the sitcom poses already? This truly is more efficient than Cap in every way. Theodore Lurch is what comes out when ChatGPT tries to recreate the credit Ted Cassidy as Lurch. Chapter 2, The Bridge of Terror, the story of the Tappan Zee. Wait, that's what the head of the Spider Gang is called? Okay, that's only mostly ableist. Evil Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. Two brothers on their way. She's the secretary and lab assistant, but I'm guessing she doesn't get a pay bump for doing both jobs. So we just replace the sitcom poses with a previously on card for everybody. Lateral move for efficiency, I guess. And the co-workers you invite to events out of obligation. Oh, Dick Tracy's in this? I wasn't aware of that. And now the beginning of Office Space. He thinks his hat's better than mine? Boy, this rear projection needs to get its suspension checked. Wait, when the hell did we get to London? That's a pretty bouquet. Meanwhile, at Outside Lands...
Increase your power!
Oh, should I increase it? Yeah, thanks for the advice. Is this the bridge over troubled water I keep hearing about? Oh yeah, I screw things up like this every time I try to make a three-point turn. Is the bridge also a marionette? Did it tell a lie today? Air Wade, lights out, total blackout. This footage of the bridge collapsing will be playing in Christopher Walken's office when he destroys models of Country Bear Hall. A Jam Handy production. Mayor Randolph complains about one of our finest bridges destroyed. Oh, so Dick didn't escape by escaping so much as he survived what looked unsurvivable. Republic Pictures still gonna Republic Pictures. Turns out Godzilla's holding the bridge up for everyone else to cross.
Increase your volume. I'm giving it everything I got.
Yeah, okay, Scotty.
Take her up to the stratosphere. We're getting out of here.
Really disorganized collection of Matchbox cars.
Here's the guy that jammed the entrance to the bridge. Have him held for questioning. I've got to get to a telephone.
Because we're still 9 years away from us coming up with the two-way wrist radio. Is the hang gliding guy from soaring over California. Hello, mudder, hello, mudder, hello, fodder, hello, fodder.
Dick Tracy speaking. Get me the police airdrome. Hurry it up.
Meanwhile, in Lois Lane's plane... Alright, should be a smooth flight so long as Encyclopedia Britannica doesn't bring any more helicopter propaganda. Ernie and Bert look different than I remember. You know, the clouds really are like another character. Surprising how much power they get out of an engine that doesn't look so very big.
There's a patrol plane trying to follow us.
Rise above its ceiling.
Ugh, I can't be in the same room with you when you're in rise above its ceiling mode. Surprisingly rigid ceiling. Well, that sure was a waste of everyone's time.
Level off. They can't climb any higher. We'll land at the power plant.
The Six Flags power plant. It turned into a Barnes & Noble. Or a Lions & Noble. Oh, sorry, we left the camera on the street corner. That is way too many subtitles.
Okay, thanks, Ed. Police report that the wing disappeared into the stratosphere.
Up where the air is clear.
They were unable to follow.
It'll probably hover up there and descend at night.
They only descend at night.
See, I've been questioning Burke. You know, the fellow had his truck jammed on the bridge? Couldn't get a thing out of him. You know, I have a hunch he's tied up with the spider.
Not every inconvenience is the spider ring.
That nearly wrecked the bridge is a menace to the entire nation. It is vital that we destroy it within the shortest possible time.
The fastest way to destroy it will be to get Elon Musk to try to fix it. They disappeared.
Lady, you can't come in here.
Young man, I report you to your superior.
A third woman. I'm impressed.
Well, you take your hands off.
Initiate Ruth Buzzy protocol.
I never saw such an impertinent young man in all my life.
Don't you just hate it when Irene Ryans burst into your office?
Which of you be Mr. Tracy?
I am Mr. Tracy. What can I do for you?
Well, who are the other two?
Well, these are my superiors, Miss,
Hankins. Hankins a name.
Well, Miss Hankins, won't you be seated?
Well, I don't mind if I do.
Here, let me cheat your seat to camera.
It's about my white-legged chickens, Mr. Tracy.
Mr. Tracy's very busy. I'm sure there are other departments to take care of your trouble.
No one else would listen to me. So I came to you. I knew you'd listen to me.
Because you're the main character.
Glad to.
My white-legged chickens were...
So this is the daughter of that American Gothic couple, huh?
Ever since that peculiar humming sound come from that old power plant on the other side of the hill, they won't lay worth a ding-dang.
Wow, Junior is really saddened by low egg productivity.
T'other side of the hill from the power plant, I told you?
Of course.
Sorry, I have the memory of a goldfish.
Now, let's see. That power plant belongs to,
That is the old Sierra Pacific plant. They don't use it no more. And I want that humming sound investigated.
Well, I don't blame you.
Any cats caught up in trees we can get for you on the way?
I'll see what can be done. Mike? Yeah, Chief. Mike, will you escort Mrs. Hankins to the elevator?
And do it as broadly as possible. Squeeze the comic relief out of this bit.
Humming noise. Old power plants. It's a wonder we ever get anything.
We're trying to investigate a noise-based crime. There's no way this other mysterious noise has anything to do with it.
I guess you're right, Dick.
There can't be anything to that chatter. Perhaps not. Well, I'm working in my laboratory tonight.
I'll let you know if my eyes behold any eerie sights. Meanwhile, at the Mission Tortilla Factory... John C. Reilly? I knew it. Howard Hughes was behind this. Someone got a theremin for Christmas. Yeah, that ladder definitely came from the plane. Taste Pilot's Grill has less food than I remember. Kevin Corrigan? Your miniature steamer trunk is ringing.
Yes?
Big Louie?
That G-man brother of mine messed things up at the bridge.
Don't talk of failure, Gordon.
We don't talk about failure, no, no, no.
I'll remain here with the wing until morning, then fly in with an ordinary plane.
I'm an ordinary plane.
Brother against brother.
The Oasis reunion?
One good, one evil. I wonder which will win.
I don't have a stake in it. I just have an academic curiosity. Ah, the alligator opening its mouth transition. I figured it out. This is definitely a microscope. She's cosplaying Princess Leia.
Have you any lead on the whereabouts of Gordon?
And can we please hang up our coat somewhere?
Thing, except that I feel certain my brother is alive.
Do you attribute his disappearance to the spider ring?
Also, who are we? We just keep standing around in various scenes.
We've got to wipe it out.
Well, Dick, I see you're pretty busy.
You know how it is. I'm sorry.
I guess we'll be running along. Good luck, fella.
Thanks. Good night. Good night.
Yep, looks like Junior's gonna drop some eaves again.
I'll tell where the man has been in the past week. Check over that list, Gwen.
Brick dust, 12%. Mustard seed pollen, 20%. Coal dust, 8%. Asbestos fiber, 43%.
Asbestos fiber.
My favorite ice cream topping.
Get that much asbestos on his clothes.
Well, he might have worked in a factory.
Asbestos. Now let me see.
Ding dang! Let go of my ear!
Junior.
I like Indiana.
While I was reading to him. Young man, it's time for you to be in bed. Now run along with Mike.
Oh, okay, I'm going.
Junior! What was that expression you just used?
Ding dang?
Ding dang.
The witch is dead.
That's what that little old lady said in my office this afternoon.
The terror of Colorado Boulevard?
What would it take to drive to the Sierra Pacific steam plant?
Well, we could make it by morning. Why?
It may be a wild goose chase, but the pipes and boilers of a steam plant are usually well covered with asbestos.
So ding dang is what caused you to make the connection? Not the fact that she was complaining about a mysterious disruptive noise and you're investigating the source of a mysterious disruptive noise?
I'll see if I can dig up a watchman. You wait here.
All right.
I'm not picky about which watchman. Could be Rorschach, Night Owl, any one of them. Oh no, it's the testicle alarm.
I won't take off until the coast is clear.
What do you want?
You got any glazed donuts?
Investigator. I'd like to inspect this plant.
James Marsden? Shouldn't his passenger be a CGI critter?
No reason why not.
You notice how unsuspicious I am?
Can't see much, though. Plant's been closed down for a long time.
This plant died 30 years ago this very evening.
See who it is.
Yeah, so Freddy Krueger was chasing someone around here a while ago, but there hasn't been anything since then. Where is this guy in relation to them? Steve Morgan's on the catwalk? They inverted the Jaws theme.
Well, there's nothing much here to investigate.
No? Okay.
However you get your kicks. Alright, I'm done spying. Is this asbestos? Need to taste it to be sure. Just kidding, I'm spying again.
Just a minute. What's in that building? The place is locked and I haven't the key.
Goofy lost it somewhere in the park.
I see. Well, I guess we can skip it this time.
I'm not known for my thoroughness. Wish he would have left me a magazine or something. Well, I enjoyed the tour, but I gotta admit the gift shop was underwhelming.
What's up?
We're being watched by a dozen guys.
A community theater cast of 12 angry men.
Start the car and let's go.
Well, we found the spider's den, and I don't really care about following up. Are they driving Cruella de Vil's car?
Listen, Steve, when we go through that dip, I'm bailing out. Keep driving.
You sure, Dick? I mean, we're out of their side. I could just park and you could get out safely up. No, you'd rather do it this way? Okay. As you wish. Yeah, and he saved Professor Dodge's locating device. Oh, you, pretty shitty bang bang. Now to spend the afternoon frolicking by the lake. This is a really inconvenient glory hole. What am I, a giant? Finally, I have a lightly fried handkerchief. I'm mean, that front gate you parked by earlier seems much easier to sneak in through, but you do you. I forgot that being an Olympic pole vaulter is part of Dick Tracy's backstory. Real life Donkey Kong. Yeah, how did I get inside? They're all taking a break after singing No Dames. So this is the live-action remake of Destruction Inc. Come on, gotta be a bathroom around here somewhere. Hey, at least we're getting our steps in for the day. Where the hell's the directory? And now the moment Dick Tracy invented parkour. By Jove, what?
Stand by the plane ready to take off at a moment's notice.
Wait, how close to the rear projection do you want me to get? One jump ahead of the bread line. If I'm gonna see an actor known for playing Dick Tracy on a ledge, I had better be watching Ishtar. And on the roof he runs into Letters to Cleo. Okay, there's 5. You owe us 7 more guys. I have to bounce off the wall at an angle like the DVD screensaver. This one's for the dreamers like me. Da 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 da. Hey Dick, I remembered I could park and catch up to you easily. We don't know who each other are, so we better start shooting. Ooh, this dummy fell from much higher than any of the Cap dummies. So many random stairs. Did MC Escher design this power plant? Stairs and Ladders is a less challenging board game. Dick Tarzan! Well, I have no idea what this device is, but I'm just gonna assume it's evil and destroy it. Now the Mads can't do this week's invention exchange. Oh, hi, I didn't hear you come in. Oh no, it'll take us months to rebuild this interocitor.
Come on, Steve, we're taking off.
Dick, are we just gonna abandon my car or what?
There they go. Got dragging away that plane.
Now let's just take a detour to harass Cary Grant. This is your captain speaking. Please keep your bullets outside the plane. Son, I'm sorry. They got us. Okay, so is every cliffhanger gonna involve a bridge? Oh no, our rear projection doesn't match the establishing shot! The Fur Pirates? Sounds like a Tailspin episode's coming up. Even the Sunday comics are black and white? This paper sucks. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Come on down to J. Lawrence Wickland, the J. Lawrence Wick theme park. James is a weird way to spell Smithy. Based on Studio 60 on the cartoon strip. This thing had more editors than Space Mutiny. Musical supervision by Harry Shades of Grey. So every Republic serial needed to have at least one Hamilton in the cast, huh? Ed Wynn and Stan Lee together at last. I love to laugh, true believers. Excelsior! Chapter 3, The Fur Pirates, where Cruella de Vil and Captain Hook join forces. Did the lame one make a formal declaration of war, or did he just kind of start fighting? And is there a difference anymore? His scientific accomplice. This is the old type of scientific criminal that Mayor Randolph was already used to. The brain was from Al someone. Al Turd. So did every woman's name in a Republic cereal have to start with G? Junior, Mike, admiring Ward, constant companion. I feel like these both describe both of them. Federal body investigators, and they got the t-shirts to verify their credentials. Here I am, trapped in the spider ring's lair. He's not in the lair, he's on the roof. Lying captions. I've seen better Tinkerbell costumes. And I've seen better fireworks. I've changed my mind. I don't want to go down the slide. Turns out the G in G-Man stands for George of the Jungle. Die, oversized ear trumpets. All right, Dick is running right towards them. Or away from them, I guess. Get off your plane.
Come on, Steve, we're taking off.
There they go.
Definitely build your airstrip near the side of a hill. Stop by the prop room, I see. No, my beer keg! Hey, Roger, what do you call the break in the middle of a song? Oh, once again, they just survive what looks unsurvivable. Really gonna deplete the tension of the cliffhangers after a while.
Could you guys clear out? I'm waiting for Moses.
And now that they're leaving Mission Tortilla, it can get replaced with Ghirardelli. Quick, men behind the force perspective model. So no wild theremin sounds when they're leaving, huh? Tag, you're it, car.
The wing, it's taking off.
Should we look in the same direction, or...?
Well, anyway, I destroyed the sound disintegrator.
I destroyed something, anyway.
Wonder where they can be taking the wing. If we can make Bert talk, we'll find out.
Let's go recruit Edgar Bergen to make him talk.
Rise into the stratosphere before you set your course for our number 2 base.
I didn't realize we were ranking the bases, boss. The backslashes are closing in.
Show more leniency in your case if you give us the information we want.
Burke is Ryan Reynolds now?
I don't know anything.
What about my brother Gordon Tracy, who disappeared 2 months ago?
I'll bite. What about him?
All right, boys, take him away.
Well, at least we tried.
I'd give a fortune to be able to locate the headquarters of the Spider Ring.
Well, the giant spider web might be a clue. This camera operator went on to found WikiFeet. Moloch is hanging out with Salem. I guess this is setting up the Archie Dick Tracy comics. I don't think it's any of my business whose member the men are holding.
This is very bad, Gordon. Burke is yellow at heart, and if they sweat him, he might talk.
Bert knows we have made a...
He stole John Lovitz's Old Man Potter makeup.
His mouth shut.
Then we can go ahead with our plans.
They are already underway. This time there will be no interference.
Boss, why did he get all the lines this time? What's going on here? And the windshield wiper from Pegleg Pedro's telescope transition.
Did you get anything out of Burke?
Just a popcorn bucket of Toothless.
Doesn't he know where your brother is?
If
he does, he isn't telling.
But it doesn't seem possible for a man like Gordon to disappear without leaving some trace.
Oh, well. It'll work out somehow.
No need for me to take action as a protagonist or anything.
Oh, gee, Mr. Tracy, it's swell.
Oh no, next he'll be saying, "So's your old man." Nautical Kramer.
May I come in?
Certainly, Commander Brandon. Come right in.
Oh, hello, Junior.
I guess we all know Commander whoever this is.
How do you do, Miss Andrews?
How do you do? Won't you sit down, Commander?
Thank you.
Well, is this a business call or social?
Business, Dick.
The Business Dick, starring W.C. Fields.
Docks this afternoon, 1 full day ahead of schedule.
Well, there's nothing so bad about that.
No.
John Polito is Fred Clark in the Dr. Phil story.
Its arrival.
What kind of trouble?
Furs. Valued at $1 million. The captain believes they're aboard his ship and that there will be an attempt made to smuggle them into the country.
I'm afraid I wouldn't be of much help to you, Commander.
I'm already trying to steal furs as well.
Besides, I'm concentrating on the spider ring right now.
I'd feel a whole lot better with you on the case.
You're the only competent G-man on Earth.
Next time.
Thanks, Commander. Thanks for asking me.
Thank you. Goodbye, Miss Andrews.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Now, which channel has that guy who reports on the Scarab?
7.6-84 verified. Station margin 7.0 verified. 7.6-84 verified.
He's just saying, be sure to drink your Ovaltine. Once again, we're skipping to the Little Orphan Annie crossover.
84 verified.
Ah, damn it, is Crustacean starting again? Agatha? Meanwhile, while they're trying to stop the Morovania, Wilmer Cook is burning down the La Paloma.
Sign off now, but stand by for any message regarding the Morovania.
Mercury Radio Theater's gone downhill.
Suppose that was China, Mr. Tracy?
Certainly sounded like it. What does your log chart say?
Well, that's the funny thing about it. There isn't a single station listed on that wavelength.
Must be an unlisted station for Patreon broadcasts.
For an established station.
Sounds like Russian or Hog Latin or something.
Hog Latin, spoken by Boss Hog.
Fiji Islands, is there? Say, you know that might be Fiji.
They might be Fiji.
You know why they do that dance down there?
Oh, thank God, Steve is here to stop the comic relief from happening.
Lockwood.
Something turned up, Steve? Yes, this package was sent to the jail for Burke, so I brought it right over to you. Let's examine it in the laboratory.
Can I go with you, Mr. Tracy?
No, that may be an international spy sending a message in code. You stick by the radio, Junior.
When I convinced the orphanage to let me keep you, I didn't intend on you following me anywhere.
Oh, no, you don't. Mr. Tracy told me to do it.
We all know you can't be trusted with anything more complicated than a cup and ball.
Have you got the whistle?
Yeah, I'm showing off for Lauren Bacall.
Taking any of them, Dick? No, I guess not. Hello, here's one that's been opened and resealed.
Where?
The fourth one from the right.
They told me this was a brand new Labubu.
Must be something wrong here, or the package wouldn't have been tampered with.
I think the DoorDash driver took some of the fries for himself. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Taylor and James.
Couldn't have used any disappearing ink on these, or it would show up.
There, if you fold it together, it makes a new picture. Al Jaffe, you magnificent bastard.
Does that mean anything, Dick? It looks like a small pinhole.
Maybe you're right, Gwen. We'll soon find out.
Wait, setting it on fire reveals the disappearing ink that wasn't there? Sure, I guess nothing phases me after that owl cop.
Plans. Release you tomorrow.
Moravania? That's the liner Commander Brandon was speaking of.
They're planning to free Burke tomorrow, break jail. Brandon was right in suspecting the furs were on board the Morovania.
Literally every crank who barges into the office with an unimportant request is actually the lead they need.
Make Burke talk. Maybe he won't have to talk.
Dut. Here's the story. The arrest of Shell Oil Jr.
What's the idea of moving me to another jail?
It's orders, sonny boy.
You see, we're playing musical jails. We gotta switch from jail to jail until the score stops playing. Jeez, are they driving through the Dust Bowl? Oh, great. Dr. Maldor's robot-controlled truck is here.
Well, get out and see what's wrong.
Clearly, this is a job for everyone but me.
Put him up, copper.
Oh, Dick Tracy's Crime Stoppers and the Great Movie Ride fused into one.
Ain't you that, copper?
He's Rob Riggle now? Burke has the Rich Little of faces.
Good work, fellas. Take this off, wise guy. Come on.
All right, we'll trade you our guns for yours.
Hop that roadster and beat it. We'll take care of these guys.
Thanks. G-men.
I mean, it's kind of funny, I guess.
Good work, fellas. It looked like the real McCoy. You think we fooled Burke with it? Well, he's gone.
And now the wiper's going the other way. Man, I never get parking this good. Now I'm worried they're closed today. Okay, not every scene change needs a PowerPoint transition. I love his little head popping up like whack-a-mole. It's whack-a-dick. That came out wrong. Before I go down there, I hope there's still one Capri Sun left in the fridge. So, we meet at last, Floor.
I tell you, the spider's expected.
Max Casella?
What makes you think so? Listen, you don't think the spider would pull a jailbreak if he didn't want to see me, do you?
Oh, all right. I'll have somebody take you out to him.
Pop on down to see Bugs Bunny. I jumped in the boat twice. And they go down to the underwater lab from Electric Earthquake. Where is he hiding relative to them? And once it's taken out to sea, Dick can murder Johnny Rocco. Ah, and the Told You Would signs transition. Scuffy the tugboat is on the scene.
Zeke's coming out here in a launch. There's a man with him. He says it looks like Burke. Burke!
How can they keep track of what Burke looks like when his face keeps shape-shifting? Well, it was a nice cruise, but the cabins leave something to be desired. All right, I'm king of the world. Oh, I tripped.
That jailbreak was slick, Chief.
Thin Lizzy reviews are in.
That was meek as lambs.
We had nothing to do with it. You were not supposed to be released until tomorrow. You'd better be on the level.
Wait, I thought I was supposed to be a criminal. What do you want from me?
Damn, something's wrong. Someone slipped up somewhere, Chief.
Wet hair, don't care. This is concerning. I mean, it's amusing. Now Ricardo Montalban's gonna order them to shoot him. Dick smash! This is an intense bedtime tuck-in ritual.
Mr. Tracy told me to stay tuned in on that station.
And I've been here for 3 days!
Just the same, he told me to.
Ouch.
Calling Mike McGurk. Calling Mike McGurk.
That was Mr. Tracy.
I can't believe he actually wants to hear from you!
Hello, Junior. Can you hear me? How you know? Well, if it ain't Dick Tracy...
You like my gangsta voice? I've been practicing.
Now that you've got Dick Tracy, I suppose you intend to keep him prisoner on this tramp steamer in the river basin.
Junior seems less impressed than Mike with this reveal.
Very long. Police know all about the abandoned boats in this river basin. They know all about the Mauravania and the $1 million fur deal, too. And Mike McGurk is right now telling Steve Lockwood to have the police boat meet the Mauravania before it docks.
I like how the bad guy is letting the good guy monologue for too long. Quit roughhousing over there, I'm trying to sleep! So this henchman's shove is stronger than construction beams.
Why didn't you let me?
Not yet.
It's only chapter 3.
Tie him up.
All right. Steve's going to the docks.
He is, huh? Say, we gotta get on my motorcycle and get down to that dock before they leave. Come on!
Who trusted you with a motorcycle? Ned Land on the radio?
The Mauravania is entering the harbor. The wind is just right for a smoke screen.
Get the men to their places with gas masks. Have the smoke machine ready for immediate action.
All right, men. Get to your boat.
And the cast of On the Town gets to work.
Burke.
Be right with
I want to make him do a rude gesture.
He won't give us any more trouble, Chief.
So Burke's the guy who takes sole credit for the group project. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Start the smoke.
So they're putting smoke on the water? Dun dun dun, dun 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 dun. Dark Harbor got some heavy-duty fog machines. Love, exciting and new. Why don't you do any of these tasks for a change, buddy? Ooh, it's the Voyage to the Iron Reef pre-show. Hey, it's okay if the smoke level doesn't match from shot to shot, right?
New speed!
Aye, aye, sir.
It's gas!
And you can't just hold your breath like Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan? And one sit-up. Ooh, in this serial, the good guy has the ring with the secret sharp object. The Keystone Cops in Anything Goes.
Hey, Mike, we're here. Stop it. Stop it.
I can't stop it.
I can't stop the beat. Ah, for a second I thought the comic relief would be useful. The weather started getting rough. Wee! Keep away from our barbecue. We like it extra smoky. We materialize on the front of the boat and have amazing centers of gravity.
Look, there's Tracy.
Doing an actual stunt on location? He thinks he's better than us?
Speed ahead!
Excuse me, what Cliffs of Nova?
What happened, Dick? They're raiding the Moravian.
Raiders of the Lost Morovania.
Full speed ahead!
We can do a much better crash than Mike and Junior did. This will make great padding for my at-home sound studio.
Police boat.
Better get out of here.
What about the other?
They can take that boat. Come on!
I hope they just have a series of even smaller and smaller boats next to each other. A Universal Studios New York window guy. Wow, his aim was way off.
All right, you men, get aboard. I'm going after that launch.
Dick is just addicted to jumping on and off of boats at this point. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. He's not quite Cary Grant. He's Cary's small business loan. Boingy, boingy, boingy. And facing this way now.
Look out, folks.
Are you crazy? Don't go between them!
Can't make it through there. You'll be killed.
Relax, it's just rear projection. See, in the actual shot, they're much further apart. Derek Zoolander watches, seething with jealousy. Whoa, zoned out there for a minute. When did I get between two dangerous boats? Looks right to the SS Joker. And left to the SS Clown. The walls are closing in! Lucas must have really loved this scene in particular. Well, we've gone from Dick Smash to the Dick Smasher, I guess. Death Riders in the sky. They all ran after the farmer's wife. Dick Tracy takes on. Produced by Nat Leving Cole. It's unforgettable. This chapter may not involve a bridge, but we went through a lot of effort to get this background plate. We're gonna use it. Congratulations to Ray Taylor on your engagement to Ray Travis. Created by a chest of gold that Nicky Gnome got to before Peg Leg Pedro. Before going into injury law, Morgan & Morgan wrote the original story. My Favorite Burnett, starring Bob Hope and Dorothy Lamour. Not quite great Hughes, just okay Hughes. Buddy Roosevelt, who of course inspired the Buddy Tear. John Dilson, the son of a pickle. Chapter 4, Death Rides the Sky, in which the Grim Reaper takes the Skyliner to Epcot. I don't know, generic mobstering isn't working out. I guess we'll resort to piracy. Now we'll find the chest of gold. His diabolical skill as a pet sitter. He's the only henchman who's not allergic to the lame one's cat. Lockwood and Anderson, in association with Dick Tracy, present... Loyal? Yes. Helpful? Well, one of them maybe. Did secretary used to mean pilot? Also, why is this her title card when she's like the only one in the office we haven't seen flying a plane yet? I'm the title character, why do I go last? Even fake Captain America got to go first. Boy, they gotta clamp down on vaping here.
What happened, Dick? They're raiding the Moravanian.
But first they're taking the Hobbit's Isengard.
Full speed ahead!
No, Republic serials don't do anything at full speed. Ugh, we should have hired movers.
Police boat.
Oh, Joe Bluth wasn't kidding.
Come on.
Don't tell Freakazoid these boats aren't here anymore. Thanks to budget cuts, ships can't have cannons anymore.
All right, you men, get aboard. I'm going after that launch.
Whee! Just keep shooting up. I'm sure it's aimed at someone bad. Bodie Dick Boat Race. He crashed into Jack Lemmon and Joey Brown going the other way.
You're up.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that. Shut up unless you have something useful to say. They're flying away. It'd be cool to see how any of these shots relate to each other.
Look out, boy.
Ugh, I hate it when you think the middle seat's gonna be empty and then someone shows up at the last minute.
We can't make it through there.
We already did in the cliffhanger. Quit your whining. Let's stick one of these boats into a canal and entertain a very bored internet. No, he's not gonna make it through with the coaxium. Whoa, our decision to randomly graze the side of the other boat with our boat has consequences. Good thing I have the cardboard tube from some old wrapping paper. Quick, men, throw these giant eyedropper bulbs overboard. Okay, so this time Dick survived, but the boat didn't. That feels less cheap than some of these other survivals. Oh god, the tire swing is falling. One of these ropes is connected to a bucket with a monster mascus. Oh, you're not just gonna pull me all the way? Fine, I can use the ladder, I guess. Music? The suspenseful part's over.
Why you want to ride your motorcycle off the end of a dock beats me.
Look, pal, I'm contractually obligated to do a certain number of wacky things per chapter.
You what? We was gonna... You don't say so.
And the transition wiping the snot from his nose. Oh, but Dick is dry as a bone.
This tramp steamer was one of the Spider's hideouts, Steve. If we're lucky, we may find something which will tell us more about them.
If only Oswald was here to lend a foot.
The men we captured have been searched. One of my men found this. Does it mean anything?
Thanks, Brandon. It may.
Planes, boats, and dirigibles. The original pitch for planes, trains, and automobiles.
Doesn't tell me anything now. Steve, your pockets are dry. You better keep it.
Oh, it's not like yours look any wetter, Dick. Jeez, this is a boring escape room. Criminal scrapbookers.
Queen, hoping you will meet me
Aunt Mary.
Ah, she was married to Uncle Bren.
Aunt Mary.
Please excuse my dear Aunt Mary.
Maybe of some value.
They left the camera lens back on the lot and had to film through a surplus periscope.
$1 million lost, and many of our men captured by the police.
This spider sounds nothing like Susan Sarandon.
And if Dick Tracy finds out that we're after the Mogra necklace, he'll try to block that too.
Evil Paul Rubens is on the case.
I have just received word that the wireless message concerning the Mogra necklace has been found by federal men.
And that means Dick Tracy.
The only federal man in the world.
I don't think even Dick Tracy can stop us this time.
Ooh, it's a jewelry plot and a diamond transition. Thematically relevant.
With famous Mogra necklace aboard Pacific Queen.
Pacific Queen is what I call it when I watch Across the Pacific and the African Queen back to back. Not the most expected Bogart double feature, but...
Is that what you wanted to know, Dick?
It all ties up, Chief.
No, Lionel Atwell's not in this one.
My guess we'll make an attempt for the necklace. Steve and I will fly out to meet the Pacific Queen. Wire the commander to expect us. Tell him we will pose as newsreel photographers.
Not as cartoon animation directors?
That way we can use the fluoroscopic equipment without exciting too much suspicion. Right, we're leaving right away.
Mr. Tracy, Mike won't take his castor oil.
Castor oil? Now it's a Popeye crossover? Well, he knows if he actually takes medicine, he'll never get a job with RFK Jr.
So let you get away, huh?
All right, Doctor. Take care of your patient.
Who did Dick have babysit Mike before he adopted this child?
Oh, Mr. Odette. Glad to see you. And Mr. Potter.
Okay, these guys have names now, but who are they?
Oh, for what?
We've heard about your cleanup at the waterfront.
You could have been a contender.
Oh, Steve, you better put that stuff right in the car.
I'm not going on this mission without bringing my complete Barry Manilow vinyl collection.
Those things. Be back by night.
Hey, wait a minute, Steve. I'll help you.
Hey, I thought you were sick.
I never felt better in my life.
Ha 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 ha! He's gonna be dead before he's 40.
Have you heard anything? Found any trace of your brother Gordon?
Or any Tracy of your brother?
I'm sorry, old man.
Old man who's half my age?
Oh, well, it'll work out some way, I'm sure.
It's not like I was emotionally attached to my brother or anything.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye.
See you again.
Bye, Dick.
Ugh, the propeller and the wiper spinning in opposite directions. Disorienting! Now we can escape Tweedy's farm. Alright, let's try not to crash into a bridge this time. The Encyclopedia Britannica narrator is fuming at the inefficiency of takeoff compared to a helicopter. Hey, buddy, stop kicking the back of my seat.
I wonder what kind of a person does that marry you? You never can tell.
Yeah, we have fun here. Boy, it'd be faster to list the Last Crusade set pieces that didn't come from this serial.
Hey, there she is now.
Is it the Goodyear one or the MetLife one? I hope it's the latter. I want to see Snoopy.
Sir?
Commander Crane, not to be confused with Commander Keen. This guy does not have a pogo stick. Ugh, when parking in the Chief Western District is open, you know it's going to be a long wait for Ghost Rider.
Canny how these G-men get on the trail of crime.
The uncanny G-men! The dirigible is dragging Grandpa Potts' outhouse.
Pick up gears and readiness for the landing. And stand by to render all assistance.
And I do mean all assistance. Luggage, sexual favors, help with trigonometry homework, anything they need.
We're already forced to hook on.
I can't hear you, but I'll nod in agreement. In the not too distant future.
All right, lower away.
This is a ladder-heavy chapter. Since we don't know how to land, this works out nicely. I wish these guys would throw me a lifesaver too. Alright, now which one of you can help me with the trigonometry homework?
Taylor, show the gentleman to Monsieur's stateroom.
Taylor? Shouldn't you be busy co-directing? Wait, you're just gonna double box wipe before you help me up?
Only an hour ago, I put the necklace
Is every supporting character Fred Clark?
I hope our suspicions are groundless, Monsieur Rene.
It's gone.
I was afraid it would be.
I told Aunt Agatha not to trust the Hemingways.
It's worth a king's ransom.
Or a queen's gambit.
I can't understand.
Monsieur René, we must work fast. I believe that necklace is still aboard the dirigible.
Unless Gloria Stewart threw it overboard.
Better than that, I have a very fine imitation of it.
An imitation?
Yes, this is what it would sound like as a waiter.
By our company has a synthetic duplicate made of it. I'll show you.
I can't shake the feeling I left my oven on.
It is just an imitation, but a very good one.
You'd never know it was made out of construction paper and macaroni.
For a while?
Oui, monsieur.
Commander, what's the position of the dirigible?
We are just over Santa Barbara.
Then I should step aside. We're in Carlton Lassiter's jurisdiction.
Salon. Make them think it's a newsreel stunt.
Very well, Mr. Tracy.
Thank you, Mr. Churton. Thank you very much.
Not at all, not at all.
Oh, I hope that camera doesn't speak.
Any sign of the necklace yet?
No, not as yet. The fluoroscope will sure pick it up when the right guy comes in. It's working perfectly.
Maybe you should have it do Mike's job.
I do hope he asked me to speak. Oh, I'm just
Oh, you're gonna regret this, lady.
Oh, the folks back home.
Now, will you say a few words?
Oh, me.
Yes, come right along. And now, Miss
Miss Clarabelle. Georgetta Clarabelle.
I'm named after a cow and a stuck-up Bette Midler poodle.
Yes. Well, Miss Clarabelle, will you say a few words for us? Yes, into the mic.
Mike.
I'm not going to speak into someone who won't take his castor oil.
Okay, Steve, I'm sure this will be a thrill for the people of Creamy Falls.
In Creamy Falls, you're never alone. You got the neighbor Hap and us.
Tell us, Miss Clarabelle, have you enjoyed your flight in the Pacific?
I'm not suspicious.
Oh, my, yes. It's been just too wonderful. And now, friends of the radio.
I'm going to list some opinions about certain types of people.
And now of someone else. Find anything?
No.
Oh, but I have so much more to say.
Don't move, anybody.
You're not broadcasting to Creamy Falls on my watch.
Your phony camera didn't fool me.
Cool to see D.B. Cooper before he made it big.
You're not gonna get it. You get me? You're not gonna get it.
He bumped his head on the frame, so even that one stormtrooper was ripped off of the serial.
Got the necklace, Steve. Come on.
Hey, gang, there's other windows you could look out of. And proceed carefully into the chase. We had comedy, we had mystery. Just keep Coleman Francis away from this, okay? Another marionette. Ah, the return of the flying Dorito. Operation This Guy Drop.
He's landing.
Hey, you got my landing on camera, right? It looked really cool.
Hold on.
It's the park from Bicycle Safety where that kid was doing tricks. Let's get out of a vehicle that can move faster than us and run the remaining 500 feet after him. That's not the spider ring, that's an unrelated alien invasion.
Careful now. Careful.
Ooh, coolest ladder shot yet. Hand me down the Tracy repellent bat spray. And in Grand Republic serial tradition, the hero fails miserably. Wait, do I have to dangle the entire flight? You won't let me in? We'd better both put our hands on our hips.
Spider has the motor necklace.
Wait, just a fade out and a fade in? Are we out of PowerPoint transitions
I
already?
think you ought to know that these newspaper men out here are threatening to bust right into the place if you don't give them a story about them jewelry.
I also think you ought to know that I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away.
In the next edition.
Now, why is that guy dressed more like Dick Tracy than Dick Tracy is?
Boys, I have a surprise for you. Take a look.
Looks like the Moga necklace.
No, I meant take a look in this book, Reading Rainbow.
Ring stole the imitation.
Okay, but you want to buy a watch?
Fool me, would you, mister?
Figure it out for yourself. You know there's an imitation and a real.
One necklace always lies.
The one that was carefully hidden away, or...
Victor Garber is Michael Hitchcock.
That's hidden away that the crooks grabbed, thinking it was the real McCoy.
That was Monsieur René's idea exactly.
I'll say that's using the old bean.
But is there a guy trapped in the old bean?
Boy, what a story. Look out.
A theft being prevented is a much bigger story than a theft happening.
It worked.
In terms of the vernacular, it's spectacular because it worked.
I understand. You will. Now, here's the idea. You will take off this afternoon on your announced flight east. Once in the air, a robot plane...
Oh, you can say
robot.
robot.
Of course, you were supposed to follow. I am banking on the Spider reading the report of the imitation having been stolen and trying to get the real one.
I'd bet my smarmy smile on it.
I begin to understand.
Man, they must have really blown through the quirky transitions budget. Wait, I want to read about the Boss Sanity trial. What the hell is that story?
A clever trick. But Monsieur Rene has not outwitted us yet. Gordon must be told of this.
So the surgery that made him incapable of distinguishing between right and wrong turned him into their most valuable strategist? Oh, we're back. At least this time the white moves with the propeller. Oh, Rick and Laszlo are leaving together and Elsa's staying behind? At this point, the plane should get higher billing than Clive. I'm not speaking to you this entire flight. There's gotta be something I can fall into. I've been more competent than Mike for far too long. I'm gonna cause problems now. Mike, he's giving you plenty of time to stop him. You wanna do anything? So Republic Pictures just thought robot meant remote control, huh?
Hey!
Otto from Airplane's extended family.
Mike! Hey, Mike! We're taking off!
It's on automatic pilot. Now this is pod racing. And so forth. It's the Calico Mine plane. Garner Holt eventually replaced those dummies with proper animatronics. And the signal for Tom Cruise to do some dumb stunt with the plane. Hey, beep beep, don't cut me off, buddy.
He's not landing the robot plane? Yep, that's it.
I'm seeing double. 4 planes. One of those dummies is carrying Pinky and the Brain to the North Pole.
This up to Dick Tracy. Pilot, turn back.
About as convincing as the physical-to-screen car swap from Bourne Stuntacular.
The regular plane's heading back, Dick.
Regular plane on Cartoon Network. The wing went to Six Flags Fright Fest. So it just keeps flying like that, huh? Man, this opera's great. I can't believe it put Clark Kent to sleep.
There comes the wing.
Do-do-do-do. Here comes the wing. I hate fast-forwarding through Marin's intro. Get to the interview. Okay, I spy with my little eye.
We just sighted the passenger plane.
When we get within range, let them have it.
Quick, men, find the B-roll that makes it look like we're getting within range.
Head straight for the robot plane, Dick.
Yeah, I can see it too. You don't need to narrate everything. Screw it, I do want shotgun.
Dick! Junior's in that plane.
Ugh, crap. Now I regret not letting him come to the lab. Where's the flight attendant call button?
Radio control is out of order.
But the plane had better do as it is told. It better listen to the radio.
Grab the stick, Steve, and head for the robot plane.
Robot plane call.
There's another plane coming at us, and it carries a machine gun.
Tell the other gun crew to stand by.
Man, he sounds so exasperated. He needs surgery that makes him incapable of distinguishing between stress and relaxation. No, the plane lands in Italy. You land in England. Consider it restraint that I only made 2 Great Muppet Caper references in this chapter. I didn't even compare the necklace to the fabulous baseball diamond. Yeah, man, now I could use a ladder. I want small planes to start hanging Dick Tracy mannequins like how some people hang Woody and Buzz from the back of their trucks. What is that maniac doing? So, this is how they refuel the space shuttle? I can't see him beneath me, but I assume it's working. And the glass scratches up Junior's face. Good thing the frame was made out of a box of Apple Jacks. Thanks for saving me from this completely unavoidable situation.
Good chin up, Junior. We're not out of the woods yet.
Well, I'm not as scared now that you're here.
You've survived way worse crashes than this thing can do.
Each one mark a vital spot and don't miss.
So even the wing just uses shotguns? I really thought it would have some sort of a laser mount that George Lucas could steal. No, the console was a Spinal Tap drummer.
Good. I've got him.
Oh no, that plane was carrying Henry Blake! Sure, Dick's wearing a parachute and there's plenty of time to bail out, but I have no idea how this cliffhanger could possibly resolve. Ah, that title sounds so distinct from all these other episodes where Gordon's trying to stop Dick. Just once I wish this would start with a Little Nemo instead. When in San Francisco, visit the scenic Republic Pictures Presents Dick Tracy produced by Nat Levine building. I feel like a couple other credits should get priority over associate producer. Not director, though. Those guys can go to hell. Look, you can make a lot of money online if you're good at drawing the right cartoon strip. To go into the wild and photograph the noble lions. Lee Van Atta, named after the director of Toy Story 3, the type of vehicle Fillmore is, and the Princess of Ant Island, the pride of Emeryville. And Oscar Elmer as the Beaver. Chapter 5, Brother Against Brother, in which Dick Tracy joins a Civil War reenactment group. He thinks the real one is the decoy. I'm gonna say the Keira Knightley mix-up in Phantom Menace was also taken from this serial. One more gray and one more gray. Damn it, somebody invent Technicolor. An evil accomplice, shown here showing off an Atari joystick. Gwen, technically present. Junior's a mascot now? Does he use a t-shirt cannon during halftime? And does Mike really deserve to be called his guardian? Steve, out on every mission. Clive, I think he's had a few lines. Oh, yeah, Junior's trapped in the plane. Might have been worth mentioning in his card.
In that plane.
But is there a man on the wing of the plane? Shove up, jerkwad.
Drive the stick, Steve.
You don't drive the stick, you have bread sing-alongs at the stick.
Circle and get back into position again.
This would be an ideal time for the Rocketeer to show up. All right, I'm pulling this plane down with me. Oh, that plane doesn't look flaming. And the plane squished together and crushed Dick. They finished the job that those two ships couldn't do. There, I've destabilized the air pressure. Ugh, all the mannequins you had to step on to get to where you are today. Junior, I'm going to use you as a ventriloquist dummy.
I'm scared now that you're here.
Oh, there is a second shooter.
Don't miss.
The wing is smaller than I thought.
Fire. Good. I've got him.
We'll just ignore the other plane that dropped a guy off into that one.
You'll have to jump for it, Junior.
I'm not afraid. Go ahead.
Come on, Tracy. What are you, chicken or something?
Here we go.
Well, we're back to escaping by escaping, but at least there's some skill involved. No, a stock crash from a completely different movie! They bump into Keanu and Swayze on the way down.
No chance to land there without cracking up.
It's simply too hilarious a landing spot.
Search the wreckage for the necklace.
Yeah, I missed the not sky jump too. Whee! And Junior suffocates in the parachute.
right, Junior?
Sure. Gosh, that was exciting, Mr. Tracy.
Yes, I'll say it was.
I'm selling you to Daddy Warbucks. It's 5 o'clock, Charlie.
That's Mr. Lockwood's plane. Sounds like he has engine trouble.
Oh, look who's Mr. Plane Expert all of a sudden. He's just chasing some dogs around the Spirit of Adventure.
He'll be lucky if he doesn't crack up.
He's got a Jerky Boys tape in the player. Well, his landing looks fine, so I guess he was pretty lucky then. Wait, how did Steve get in the back seat? And why?
Boy, oh boy, am I glad to see you. I thought you two were goners sure that time. You and me both. From the sound of your motor, you came near not making it yourself. You're telling me, so I have to do plenty of work.
Junior, having learned 0 lessons, climbs into another plane.
I want to get to that wreckage and plant the imitation necklace before the spider's men get there.
Would have been easier to just have it in the plane in the first place, but...
This radio works.
Because it's almost time to listen to Fibber McGee and Molly. Oh, and Iris in. Now the show is starting.
Calling location 3. Calling location 3.
His nice house is location 3? Man, I gotta see 1 and 2. Is the secret passage really necessary when the whole house is your secret lair?
Your cat shows more intelligence than many humans, Moloch.
Sometimes I'm tempted to try another experiment.
But Utterson keeps fighting me on it.
Planting the brain of a cat into a human. It would be even more interesting than the operation I performed on Gordon Tracy.
And it would still be less creepy than whatever the hell Tom Hooper was going for.
He should make an even greater criminal. Well?
Gordon Tracy is calling from the wing, sir. Stand by, Flying Wing.
Here's the World War I Flying Wing chasing the Red Baron. The lame one's wearing Hank Azaria's Gargamel makeup?
Plane with the Mogren necklace crashed just off Kendall Road.
Kendall Road, where protesters drink Pepsi.
I'll await you here. You heard the location. Send a car there at once. The real necklace is in that plane. We have no use for this, Moloch.
Oh yeah, because Dick made them think it's phony, now they're gonna throw it away and it'll sit at the bottom of a landfill never to be found. You rarely see this many clowns getting into a car. Yeah, go 70 miles per hour out of the unnecessarily windy driveway. Good plan, guys. Oh, it's starting again.
Cheer up, Mike. You're letting your imagination run away with you.
You learned all the wrong lessons from Dreamfinder and Figment.
He's dead. Junior's dead. I saw him. I could see the robot plane had taken off. Little Junior was inside. He couldn't get out. His little face was pushed up against the glass, looking at me and calling to me, calling for me.
Cursing my worthless name with his dying breath.
Mike McGurk.
I can hear him just as plain.
Well, no wonder. Now you can hear him even more plainly.
Mike McGurk. Calling Mike McGurk. Hello? Hello, Mike. Mike, this is Junior.
I knew the little feller'd be all right.
You've never known anything in your life.
We're grounded somewhere near Kendall Road. Yes, the engine went dead.
Was Junior dubbed by Autumn Reeser doing Amelia Earhart?
Mike. Mike. Hey, Mr. Lockwood, the radio went dead.
Oh, great. Now Mike's gonna mope about that all day.
What's the matter? Junior!
As soon as he gets his plane fixed. Why, something must be wrong. Hurry, Mike. We've got to find them. Phone the field. Tell them to have my ship ready.
Perfect. My suit is covered in wood ticks. The best way to approach a burning plane is to flail run. Uncle Owen! Aunt Beru! Professional driver, close course. Do not attempt. Ooh, why don't they make the whole plane out of the black box? Ah, to hell with this thing. The Fast and the Furious Presidio Drift. Ugh, cars, my natural hunter. You guys know there are doors on your side too, right?
There she is. Come on.
Took them a second to notice the massive amounts of smoke, huh? It's been a hot day's night. George McFly. Oh, no, it's Dick. All right, men, get the marshmallows ready. Ah, he sees something, maybe? I can't tell. Yeah, let's keep shuffling around aimlessly. Oh, Bilbo, it'll save you a lot of anguish if you just turn in the Arkenstone. Putting the boot in freebooting.
Hey, look. This must be the case the necklace was in.
This must be the case, my favorite Talking Heads song. Oh, that wacky whoever that is.
Must have fell out and burned up in the fire.
Really puts into perspective how this heist was a massive waste of resources just to get our hands on a single necklace. I hate it when there isn't a grouper to assign seats in each vehicle. It's all going wrong, or it's all going according to plan. I really can't tell. Okay, now which tree looks the most fun to climb? Here comes the absent-minded professor. Faster than a slowing car.
Hey, you follow that car.
Oh, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot.
I forgot how different Porky Pig looked in the early days.
Where in time did you come from?
Now, where in time is Carmen Sandiego?
You got your nerve, isn't it, Elmer?
Oh, this is Oscar and Elmer. Yeah, that's pretty much what I pictured.
He's one of them hold-up guys.
I'm not a hold-up guy. I'm anxious to follow that car. Will you step on it?
Your car?
No.
Hee-haw on the road.
But if it ain't yours, how can you lose it?
I'm not interested in the car. It's the people in it. I want to see where they go, but I don't want them to see me.
I don't want the car to see me because I don't think that they'd understand.
Another feller.
I wouldn't be a dad blame bit surprised. You know, that's Paul always said you can't trust a woman or a mule.
There may be something in that, but will you keep that car in sight and step on it?
I'm charmed by your misogyny and possible bestiality, but I have other priorities now.
You asked for it, so get out and grab your hats, boys. I'm really gonna knock the tears back.
Together, Oscar and Elmer nearly add up to one functioning Pat Buttram. All right, take the turn gently, and hey, your dust ruined the camera lens.
There's the old Beechwood Hotel up there.
Down the end of Lonely Street at Beechwood Hotel?
Gone if I can see why they turned in there. Hotel's been closed for 2 months.
Only 2 months? That's not enough time for a haunting.
It's one of them dad-blamed dollars.
Yep, that warranted the and credit in every single episode. Their hideout is Boo Radley's house? He's not great at how not to be seen. Tag, you're it, tree. He's got to time his motions right to place the mechanical nightingale to distract the guard so he can ransack Al Hazard's room.
Plane had been burned to ashes. We didn't find a thing, only this case.
I'm gonna snap it shut on Julia Roberts' fingers.
And you didn't find the necklace?
It must have been burned up in the fire.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. I just twisted my foot a little.
That's too bad.
I genuinely feel sorry for you. My tone is incapable of distinguishing between being sincere and threatening.
Remove his boot.
We're going to forcibly increase your WikiFeet score. Now that I've climbed through the window, it's time to put on Harlan Thrombey's bathrobe. My God, his foot is spawning jewelry.
Your foot won't hurt any longer.
Fortunately, our health plan covers the best podiatrist in town. Lanky hobo on the scene.
No, not that. No.
So even in private, they have to shine the spider mark before killing people? It's like the ceremonial execution ring from Help? From the music, I expected this room to be more exciting. So this is it? I think I like the imitation better. Moloch, don't you have anywhere else to be? Is there a brother in here for me to be against? I don't know who that was, but I hope he's capable of distinguishing between things. Da 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 da. Oh, now Gwen's in flight gear. Disney's Planes franchise doesn't have this many planes. Now to send an SOS to Nicky Gnome.
Steve Lockwood.
Is it still dead?
It isn't just right yet, but I can hear someone.
Well, keep trying.
Work harder, small child.
I'm at the Spider's hangout.
Mr. Lockwood! Mr. Lockwood! Here's Dick Tracy!
What does he say?
That's not Dick, that's Mike. Stupid transition.
You know, the old Beechwood Hotel.
Beechwood Hotel. Where is that?
Well, that's only a few miles from here.
Perfect, let's crash into it.
Strap on your safety belt, Junior. We're taking off for Beechwood Hotel.
Unless your plane gets swatted down by the wipe.
A lot of G-men and...
Too late, Dick Tracy.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Jordan Spacey. Ooh, but the music's getting triumphant, so I guess this is a good thing. Ah, the pilot from Bicycle Safety is gonna inspect this plane.
That's over.
So none of the spider ring heard them land? Isn't that the wall the gangsters blowtorch through in the Superman cartoon Showdown? Boy, TSA stops you before you even leave for the airport now.
You won't need this.
Oh my god, you can see my future? What else won't I need? I'd love to pare down my inventory.
Why were you so anxious to get this imitation? Or were you trying to be very clever and fool us?
Don't oversell how clever one needs to be to fool you.
A lot of good it did you.
I wouldn't be too sure of that. Nitroglycerin, gentlemen.
Well, nitroglycerin to you too.
All right, stick 'em up.
Oh, no, I've got this, Mike. Please leave.
It's all right, Mike. They won't move. Drop that gun. I'll take that necklace now.
My wife has to go through this whole ordeal every time she tries to buy a Labubu. Wait, where were you standing relative to each other?
All right. I will. Oh.
Man, Tracy just loves breaking glass. Wait, where did the lame one go?
Castor oil.
So by not taking it, Mike saved the day. Never take your medicine, kids.
Get there, it's our only chance.
Are you all just allergic to using doors? Huh, hotel has a decent-looking sunroom. Wait, how do we end up in this completely different field? So they're allowed to shoot at Dick without shining a spider flashlight on him first?
Around this way, Manny.
He just really liked that window the first time, had to go back out the same way. Dick Tracy! Dick Tracy! Da 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 Dick Tracy! Step in time, step in time. Dick Tracy on the roof is no Dick Van Dyke on the roof. Also, roof of a small hotel seems like a de-escalation from the roof of a warehouse hangar. They kill him, but then they put on his jacket to become the new Dick Tracy and the Tracy Claws. 'Cause I love that dangerous water. Oh, Tracy, you're my home.